weight with a good, I think, good lifestyle, and not the extreme measure, of course, because many people, many of people in our society, sometimes they use extreme measure to get their ideal weight or their. So that's why we choose this topic for all of you today, because the long-term purpose of this topic, of course, we want to get you, all of you, the optimal health, not only an ideal weight. Okay, USANA family, I just never forget to remind you about product disclaimer, because this is very important for all of us. If you want to share about the goodness of USANA product to everyone, please do not forget to tell about product disclaimer, to put product disclaimer in your presentation and also in your post. And of course, I think all of you already very excited and also want to hear directly from our speaker today. Our speaker today is Kenny Tan, Director, Health and Science Education. Let me read a short profile of our special speaker. Kenny first joined USANA Singapore back in 2010 as regional senior scientist, and during his tenure there, he had gained a huge following from associates all around Asia due to his on-stage presence, charisma, and a knack in delivering complicated scientific message. You know, sometimes scientific finding is very difficult to deliver to our society, but Kenny can deliver complicated scientific message into easily understood and duplicable message. While in Singapore, he was responsible for managing the development of key product, nutrition, and health-related educational materials for the Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and Hong Kong office. A polyglot, he can speak, write and read in English, Chinese, Japanese, Malay, and etc. Wow, this is very amazing, everyone. In order to expand his reach in creating and disseminating health-related knowledge to his audience worldwide, he joined the Home Office in Salt Lake City team in 2017. USANA family, please welcome with a very big and warm applause, virtual of course, our speaker for today, Kenny Tan, Director, Health and Science Education.
Hello, everyone. Can you see me?
Yep.
I cannot see myself. Let me pin myself for a moment. All right, I'm gonna pin myself here. Thank you, Ariati. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to Agung. Thanks to Maria for the interpretation, or what do you call it, live terjemahan, live interpretation. So I need everyone's attention first and foremost. Right, this is not my first time presenting for USANA Indonesia. So, like what my host had mentioned, feel free to choose whether you want to have it in English or in Bahasa. But most importantly, have your cell phone ready, have your pen and paper ready, because like I always do, when I share along the way, I would always want everyone to take note of things that are not presented on the slides. Okay, you can have a cell phone, and take a picture, take a picture of my slides, or when I mention specifically like, hey, this is important, you must take note of this important message, please do that. So when you go ahead and share with your prospect, your downline, everything is what you call it, on hands. You can just find the information on hands. And thanks again to USANA Indonesia for the kind invitations. Before the program started, I actually chatted with Aniati and Agung, and I said that, hey, I don't mind if you guys keep writing into me and email me for invitation. It will be my pleasure to share. As part, as a member of Health and Science Education, our duty is to go out and share all this health-related information. And this afternoon, when I spoke with my supervisor, Dr. Rolando, he specifically told me to send his best regards to you all too. And that's welcome. Very pleased to see you. And please use the chat room. I cannot emphasize chat room is useful because I can answer questions along the way. I can interact. And again, I'm very thankful for technology, right? Because technology makes us connecting our distances. I'm here in Salt Lake City. You guys, most of you are from Indonesia. They are some from Southeast Asia. It is good to connect. So I want everyone to relax because you know what? attending Kenny's talk is maybe different from Eddie's other speakers because I like it to be very
interactive,
engaging, interactive. Yes, thank you, Eddie. That's the word I'm looking for. Interactions between myself and the audience, so that the messages can be better etched in your memory. That's my goal. I don't want to give you a science talk, right? An hour or 45 minutes later, everyone after log off, forget, no point. So yeah, see, the point is we want everyone to engage. And please, again, if you look at the chat room, right, I need to first answer this question, right? I need to know how many of you here are actually
right
first
now
time.
it's 96.
Oh, I know. I mean, out of these 96 attendees, how many first time attendees?
Oh, first time attendees. Oh,
yes, if you're a first time attendee, just give me a Y. No need to type yes or just give me a Y. Okay, if you're first time, I'd like to welcome you all because I can see amongst the list, there are some old friends that I definitely know, and there's some name that I'm totally unfamiliar with. So thank you for your first time. I will promise you that the training will meet the objective, and I promise you there will be Q&A sessions. Of course, the Q&A sessions will be answered along the way. So the training is weight management. Okay. Weight management. I'm going to give you some updates, some relevant information, so that when you go out and present to your friends, you know the trend that's happening. And in this case, the trend that is happening in Indonesia, particularly in Indonesia. These information are widely accessible. I'm not saying that you must use this information to intimidate your downlines. No, this information are free for all, which means I'm going to give you the link here. I can see a lot of new first timer. Welcome.
Yep.
I can give you the link here. You can save the link because if you want to know how serious the cases of obesity, I'm sorry, I need to exit the cases of obesity in Indonesia. I need you all to take the link from me and then share it off. See, now with this technology, I cannot escape my screen. You see? Here's the thing. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah, we still see your screen.
I'm going to copy this. Yeah, I want to copy this for everyone because just now I copied already, but it became the last text that I chatted with Erniati. Is this screen on Facebook or not? I don't want to give it the wrong one. So here's the link that if you guys go to the chat room, you're going to see the link that I show you on the first screenshot just now, on the first slides. Okay, I can off it now. The rate of obesity is a trend worldwide, whereby not only in US, not only in Asia, that it seems to be only upwards trends. It could be a lot. It could be a lot of factors. I don't want to give the notion whereby the factors is caused by your lifestyle. Sometimes it is your lifestyle. Sometimes there are a lot of medical factors. Sometimes you are predisposed to your genes, which means it runs in the family. And there are many ways. Too much information out there. Sometimes it overwhelms your senses, your understanding on what is the best way for a healthy weight management. Now, being someone who loves science a lot, being USANA family members, you all tend to lean or gravitate more to scientific facts. I want to highlight a few tonight, or in this case, morning in Indonesia, the facts that are most often overlooked. Those are simple facts, but often overlooked, that could help you in your healthy weight management. See, a lot of times, humans being humans, right? I myself, I'm a guilty party. Sometimes before we start anything, right, we set a target or a goal that may be hard for us to achieve, right? We say, I want to lose 3 kg or 5 kg. But if you ask me, really, if you ask me, my safe number or so-called an achievable number is if you can reduce 0.5 kilogram for a week, which means it's like 1 week, 500 grams, 0.5 kilo, 1 month, 4 weeks, 2 kilograms. If you can achieve that kind of rate, it is good enough because we are looking for something that is sustainable. Okay. And my tips to you, everyone who attend this training, and it's not on the slides, the best way to see your weight pattern is the first thing when you wake up, after you go to the washroom, after you buang air, you stand on the weighing scale naked, preferably without clothing, so that you can monitor your body weight as days goes by. So invest in a weighing scale in your house. Put in your bathroom. If you want to put in your living room, that's your choice. But put in the bathroom. First thing in the morning when you wake up, after you urinate or you poop, okay, you finish your business, stand on a weighing scale and monitor it. And by that, you're gonna know, hey, is that what I'm doing? Is that correct? Or is there's no result? Maybe you could aim for more physical activities, or maybe you could aim to change your lifestyle even further. Every tiny step counts. Don't do extreme measures, okay, ladies and gentlemen? If you want to cut your weight using extreme measure, most of the time the result will end up less than desirable. Why? Because as you're losing weight, you are putting stress in your mind, in your body. We want to address this using small but tiny steps. Just like you're in USANA, right? You start with what? Silver director, then become gold, right? Then become what? Ruby, emerald. You don't start with USANA, then you become diamond director the next month. If you become diamond director next month, compliance will find you first. You get the joke, ladies and gentlemen, right? So every tiny step helps. And if you go on further, if you know the trend has doubled throughout the years, you have to also acknowledge and understand the fact that many times the prevalence of obesity started from young, which means you don't get overweight suddenly when you're adults. It is a continual progress, and the sad part is it starts from young. And this is a national survey which I gotten that is again relevant to our Indonesian associates, relevant to your market. Of course, these are all easily accessible information. What I'm trying to present to you all, ladies and gentlemen, is that every tiny little steps count. And if you're in USANA family, we try to provide you with the right information on how to balance, how to maintain your weight. And for example, if you look at someone who is obese or who is overweight, and sometimes we have to dig deeper and we have to know that this goes beyond affecting their health, perhaps even to the extension of social circle, your outdoor activities. So the price to pay sometimes is too much. Not saying that this is the end of the world, but there are always healthy methods to overcome to at least minimize the damages. Now, children are likely to miss school and less likely to complete their higher studies. Why? Because of perhaps health issues, they get tired, they don't have enough stamina or the mental energy or acuity to face the challenges. It is possible. And then rich and poor, it has nothing to do really with how well your social economic status. It's very much is your choice and the way the environment that is surrounding you. If you're rich or poor, doesn't mean that, hey, rich are going to eat more healthy or poor is going to eat less. Makes no sense. No such thing. So obesity could happen regardless of whether you are rich or poor, regardless of whether you're diamond director, emerald director, or just platinum pace setter. There are always risks if you can get a joke like this, right? So the most often overlooked fact number one is the fact that people forgot is because most people nowadays are always in hurry. Hurry for what? Hurry for next appointment, hurry for next assignment, hurry for next task, endless jobs. Agree or disagree? I want to see the chat room right now. I'm going to say, hey, hold on. I'm going to open my chat room right now and see whether you guys agree or disagree. Only two chat. Agree. Only one people. Victor, agree. Agree. Yes, Ivan, agree. Ivan is from Avengers team. My goodness. Avengers. Okay. Slow eating. Here's the thing. Your good self or myself may have experienced this before. As you are eating, you say, can I have one more serving, please? Say, why? Because the food is delicious and I'm not really full yet. So can I have one more serving, please? But as the waitress or the chef is preparing the food or your family members is preparing the food, by the time the food came and served in front of you, I'm a little bit full already because of the signal that your body is receiving. Now, if you really cannot eat slowly, okay, of course, I suggest that you eat slower. But if you cannot eat slowly, perhaps next time before you add the second serving of the food, perhaps you can say, give your body sometimes to send signal that says it is full. And I can tell you, I can see this also in my 7-year-old son. My kid, my boy, he always wanted the second serving. I said, give your body some time to see whether you're really full or not. Then we decide later. And most of the time, allowing your body some time helps to send the signal say, hey, that is enough. That is good enough. So how can you do slow eating? There are a lot of ways you can do slow eating. Of course, the first thing I want to say that in order to slow eating, right, I think this is hard to do, but you listen to me first. When you're eating, put your cell phone away, your handphone away when you're eating. Just for that 15 minutes or 10 minutes, give your mental a break, your eyes a break, your body a break, and enjoy the meal. Don't say you're not a guilty party, because even I myself, sometimes we scroll the handphone, right? We read the news, we read social media, right? And then we see some post that doesn't sit well with you, get angry, then it affects your digestive system. Pengharaman, right? Pencernaan. So what's the point? So I always make a habit. This is a conscious effort. It's not subconscious. Conscious effort to put your cell phone away. And then you enjoy your meal. Eating slower, number one. And eating slower helps your body to at least have better control in the total calorie intake. And also, when you're eating slower, right, your body helps the normal process of fat burning. So as you eat the next time, the first thing you can take back from this talk, if you forget everything, the first thing, just 10 minutes into my talk, the first thing you can take back is to eat slower. I once heard before, and this was promoted, what do you call it? I would say popular, but not really that kind of popular. You may have heard this before, right? Before I agree or disagree, let me tell you this. They are saying that when you eat something, you should at least chew like 20 times.
Chew. Yep. Chew.
Now, I wouldn't say whether I agree or disagree, but I can tell you is that this like mental task of asking yourself to chew 20 times is one of the reasons people, they forget to do slow eating, because they think it's too troublesome. You get what I'm trying to say? If you can chew slowly and you eat, that's better. But if you cannot do that, that's fine. Just give your body ample time before adding extra serving. That's my take-home point. See, I don't want you to say, chew many times, my jaw sore. Oh, so sore, my jaw. Okay, nah, okay? I don't want to slow eating, or it doesn't work. I tell you, you have to experience it yourself, that your body needs signal to send it out, okay? Which is why you see a study in Japan. That's the last point here. If you can see my cursor, yeah, you can see my cursor. Let me see. Oops, that's the thing. Don't allow. Highlight. Can you see? Let me see. Read.
Yeah.
Eating slower allows better digestion because of the food surface. Right. So now here's the thing. If you ask me, but if I cannot eat slower, what can I do to make sure that I eat lesser? Here's a trick. And this trick is very well known in USANA, but maybe sometimes we forget. If you ask me, my trick of taking lesser food, lesser calorie intake is that before my meal, I make myself a cup or a mug of Fiber G Plus first. Because when I Fiber G, right, I'm like half full already, you know.
Yeah.
I still can eat, but ultimately I eat lesser. You can do that. If you're auto order, if you're auto ship, you have Fiber G, Nutrimil, Fiber G Plus. You can add it to your regime and make it to supplement, or let's say supplement, to control the portion of your meals. Take smaller bites, okay? I got a big mouth, I can tell you. My mouth is very big. So I can take big bites, but I have to do all these conscious efforts. Listen to your body, okay? Listen to your body. If you're full, sometimes it's hard to control, right? Imagine if right now I visit USANA Indonesia's office, I can tell you I'll eat those delicacies in Indonesia way more than I should indulge in, because sometimes it happens. I understand. But again, small step, every little step count. So before I go into sleep and weight loss. Okay, sleep and weight control. I see again, there's no one who's chatting with me. There's no one who give me feedback. I want you to do that. Can you or can you not share the message about slow eating to your family members, your team members, your downlines? Moving now on, you have one more reason to take Fiber G Plus, Fiber G Active, or how we call it, My Smart Fiber G, whatever it is. Take it before a meal so that you can control the portion better. And secondly, sleep and weight loss, or sleep and weight management. Did you guys get enough sleep? That's the answer you know best. But as you sleep, your body is repairing themselves, right? Nowadays, with all those drama series, with all those movie streaming platforms, there's this term called binge watching, right? Binge watch. You watch the whole show, like 15 or 12 episodes in one sitting. Wow. If you can do in one sitting, you list out all the prospect, maybe 50 prospect, that's even better, right? What's your television, right? So again, lifestyle, technology, all those, entertainment sources, it does affect with your sleep. Even though now you realize that cell phone or tablet, now they have this, what is the thing? Night mode, sleep mode, they have this, they dim the screen, they stop the blue light from projecting so that it helps your body to able to regulate themselves better for better sleep, right? So yes, one of the cause that makes people easily lose control of their weight is the lack of sleep. If I can add to this point, sleeping too much will lead to undesirable weight gain too, because if you're sleeping every day, you sleep, right? You don't get active, you don't go out and exercise, it could lead to weight gain too. So I want everyone to be careful. We are not saying that you must do all within your means. No, we give and take. I'm someone who wants you to practice what I share in the long run. Don't ever join USANA or listen to USANA talk, right? After that, after you reach your goal, you stop, you let go. That's a common malpractice, if I can say it. It's common pitfall that we all fell in or fallen in, because sometimes we need to know, hey, it is not easy to do the same thing again and again. But for example, now, if you don't have enough sleep or your sleep quality is poor, you can do it slower. If sometimes your eating habit is not up to your control, you can try to get more rest. You see, you have the flexibility, and none knows you better than your own self. So Kenny's point of view is to tell you that, hey, being in USANA at home office as a scientist, you need to get enough sleep. But I cannot dictate, I cannot pinpoint, say, hey, Ernyati, hey, Agong, hey, everyone here, you must have at least 7 hours of sleep. No. Sleeping 7 hours is recommended, yes, but it differs from one to another.
Yeah.
And have you ever realized that as you progressively get older, your sleeping pattern changes? Your sleeping pattern changes. It's again part and pieces of normal aging process. So I cannot say that, hey, you must sleep this X amount of hour. No, your body knows well. Okay. Now, this is the National Sleep Foundation, US. It may differ from one country to another, but 8 hours, 7 hours of sleep, it's generally recommended. But one undisputed fact, if you ask me, is that children, they need a lot of sleep. So in order to lay a good groundwork as they are growing up, giving your child enough sleep, enough rest is crucial. So if you're doing prospecting at USANA up until midnight, leave your kid to someone else at home to take good care of it. Don't bring your kid out and prospect everywhere, you see. Your kid is tired, you yourself is also tired, all right? Did you guys bring your kid while you're prospecting? You can share with me in the chat room, right? Did you guys bring your kid to, I know you guys like to bring kid to USANA office. Yeah. By the way, Ernyati and Agong has, does USANA Indonesia office allows visitors already? People can come and collect auto orders?
But in limited number.
Limited numbers. Okay, like what about mask mandate in Indonesia right now?
Yes, it's a must. We have to use.
It's a must.
Yeah, and we have to get vaccinated if we want to enter the building.
Oh, how do they know that? Do you have vaccine? They use the proof passport?
We have the application, the software, and then they just scan it when they enter the building.
Can you use the software? Can USANA Indonesia also developed a software to see who is running for gold soon next. They can identify, right? Just like technology. The point is technology now is really advanced, right? So if this advancement of technology is affecting your lifestyle and your body weight and every other aspect of your life, then again, same old tune, every little steps that you do count. And let us look at digestion process, pencernaan, penghadaman. So if you want to keep your body having a healthy digestion process, in order to maintain your weight, the first two things you must do already, right? Slower eating and sufficient sleep. So why digestive? I keep mentioning digestive because I keep thinking of digestive enzyme. Why your digestion matters is because your digestion helps your body to absorb the nutrients it has been digested. So you are what you eat is a common term that you heard in the past, but I go a step further. You are what you digest, not you are what you eat. If what you eat cannot be digested, makes no sense. And every one of you, listen to me carefully. Every one of us have different, digestive health, different digestion rate. And again, part and pieces of aging process may lead to a change in your digestion rate, your overall digestive health. So in USANA, we have a lot of product that we recommend you to take. So here's the thing. How many of you can tell me that in your auto order, you have green products that are green in color? I shall not tell you the name of the product because you know the product and I'm going to share the products later. But I want you to do a reflection first. Now, if your auto order has green products, first step, you already check the box. Second step is to ask yourself, when you take those green products, did you take that every month? Or you just buy the products to make up to the points that you need them? It's important to know. Now, first step, you check the green box, you have green products. Secondly, you think to yourself, did you buy the products monthly or just you want to hit the points? Because I'm in all seriousness, when I like to joke, when I always being humorous, right? There's a positive message behind it. Because whatever that you do, USANA green products are meant to help in the digestive health and also to help in your journey, your efforts in healthy weight management. Healthy weight management is an ongoing effort. Listen to me, ongoing efforts. Don't say that, oh, Kenny, I already hit my targeted 5 kilograms of weight reduction. So right now I can indulge myself and then the next cycle, I repeat. We call it yo-yo, right? Yo-yo dieting.
Yeah,
up and down, and it doesn't work, it doesn't last. And one of the things you cannot do is that you cannot stop the time. We are progressively getting older. Our body has changes. The total calorie amount that your body needs also changes. So every little step helps. I want to say this until you all remember after we log off, because if you look at your intake right now, you take all those products, you take your Essentials, you take your multivitamins, you take your Biomega, but you are lacking in the green product departments, then the overall weight management has not been really, wholesomely or holistically being given attention to. Thank you, Victor, for answering the question. If you look at the chat room, right, green products are Fiber-G, Hyperseal, and Digestive Enzyme. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, USANA Indonesia has all these products. And all these three products may not be available in every country that is USANA is operating in. So again, this is the sad fact of the reality. Products are there. If you don't buy, there's no sales, for example, not moving. One day the product may be discontinued, right? Then only our associates or our consumers go, hey, the product discontinued. It happens many times before. I've been in USANA for 12 years. We've seen this trend many times before. Product discontinued. Huh? Why discontinued? Then we look at no one buying. It's not a popular product, for example.
Yeah.
So I want you to know, USANA products, green products, they are meant to complement your multivitamins, your Biomega, your Coquinone, because they all contribute overall to your general well-being. So here's the thing, how USANA can help. So you know your auto order already, okay? Everyone is in autopilot mode. Auto order, autopilot. As long as your point, correct me if I'm wrong, Anyati, 100 points or 200 points.
Yep.
Okay, enough. I don't need to change my order. I relax. I got the commission every month. That is common sense, right? Nothing wrong with it, but human nature is like this. So you check, do you have green products or not? My favorite green products. Why I say my favorite green product is because over the years, when we introduce new product to our associates, right? When the product is new, when they first taken it, right? Sometimes they have adaptability issue. Sometimes they have healing crisis or healing reactions, right? But digestive enzyme, okay, is generally what do you call it? Well adapted. For example, if you are a new prospect that sign up with USANA, and again, the product disclaimer is that we don't give medical advice, right? But if you want something to help with your digestive health, perhaps you could consider digestive enzyme, because this product is generally well tolerated by our consumers. And our digestive enzyme, they really give you all the major enzymes that helps you to break down major components of foods, namely carbohydrates, fats, and protein. If you ask me, is there some enzyme for fiber? Because I cannot take high fiber food. My body cannot tolerate a lot of fiber because of plant source food that has a lot of cell walls. My body cannot break it up. Hold on to that question, because the questions will be answered. Oh, someone asked about Nutrimil, Anyati. That's a question. Maybe you can touch on it later. Whether when is Nutrimil coming in Indonesia? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a very, very important slide, and I want to leverage these to my friends who attend, whether you're from Indonesia or not. Look closely at Indonesia's label. Here's the thing. Can you see my cursor here? Arnyati? Can you see my cursor? Okay. Usage maintain healthy digestion, right? It's very general. But the second line, okay, membantu memulihkan kesehatan pencernaan, very general. Third line, this is the line that you must put emphasis on, because digestive enzymes intake is take it as needed. There's no right or wrong dosage.
Yeah.
Again, I repeat, if you are new to USANA, or even if you're old in USANA but you haven't tried this product, or you just buy on and off, here's the thing I want to tell you in these slides. For digestive enzyme, okay, the usages is as needed. As needed. So don't come and tell me, say, Erniati or Agong or Maria, I buy your product, but it doesn't seem to work. And then as a fellow USANA staff, we try to say, hey, perhaps maybe you can take it more. How much more can I take? Well, your body knows best. Of course, when I say take more, don't give me don't retort and say, can I take one bottle a day or not? People always like to challenge me, right? When they say, yeah, you can take more. Can I take one bottle a day? If you take one bottle a day, you know what? Before I answer yes or no, before I say right or wrong, you listen to me. If you say, I take one bottle a day, the first thing you must know is your upline will be very happy. Before I say even yes or no. Okay, we do things progressively. If you say I take 2 a day, it doesn't work. 3 a day, okay, it doesn't work. Then why not you do this? You take 3 a day total. Instead of taking 3 a day total, you take 2 before every meal.
Yeah.
2. How many meals you take a day? 2 meals or 3 meals? That's fine. Take it before meals. And even here it says bersama makanan. Okay, see that?
Yeah. Bersama makanan.
Bersama makanan. But my tips is that, my point is that if you can, take it half an hour before your meal. Half an hour before every meal. So it helps. And this product contains amylase for carbohydrates. Okay, right, carbohydrates. Bromelain is from, is that right to say pineapple nanas in bahasa?
Yes, nanas, yes.
It's from nanas. Okay, protease is for protein. Lipase is for fat, not for lipas, not for cockroach. No, is it called lipas, cockroach in bahasa? Lipas, yeah, cockroach. Lipase. That's a lame joke. Okay, no one is laughing because that's how I memorize. Lipase sounds like lipas, right? For cockroach.
Lipase.
Papain, lactase for the lactose. If you're lactose intolerant, you cannot take lactose. Milk dairy products. Try this it may help to improve. It may help in your condition. Papain from papaya, from fruit enzyme, and also cellulase, which is for cellulose. Yodis from Indonesia, lipas in Malay, Indonesia is kecua. Is that right? Is that right?
I don't know also actually lipas.
Even though it's a kecua, it sounds like Hokkien in another Chinese dialect called kacua. It sounds like
cockroach. Kecoa, yes. Actually,
sorry, right? Okay, now I learned something. And artichoke. Here's the thing, artichoke. It helps in reducing the tendency of bloated or indigestion. So here's the thing. If you're taking enzymes right now after meal, after listening to my talk, take it as per needed, half an hour before meals. Can you do that for me? Give me some feedback on the chat room. I hope you can. All right. And Fiber G, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are lucky because Indonesian markets open in what year? 2011 is Thailand. 2015.
Yeah.
You know what? Why I mentioned the year? If those who are USANA associates before Indonesian market had opened, our Fiber G in the past comes in like in Malaysia we call it Milo tin Milo, like the metal tin. Those are really old generations of Fiber G product. And why I mentioned the old generation products, old generation Fiber G, they don't dissolve in water easily. You guys are lucky. We actually, along the years, we upgraded the formula. The formula makes it very easily to blend in room temperature water. So as you drink it, it's not so lumpy and funky. So wow, time flies, huh? 2015, now it's almost 6-7 years already.
Yep.
Wow, time flies. I don't want to say time flies because my hair, a lot of white already. Time flies. Okay, that aside, Fiber G. Do you know how much fiber you need a day for you in Indonesia standard? What is total
25
amount?
grams.
Thank you, Ernie, for that. 25 grams. And one serving of Fiber G, just one serving, already provides 11 grams. Can you imagine the convenience of USANA and the science behind USANA? If you take 2 serving, 22 grams, that is almost 22 grams plus the fiber from your food. It's almost the recommended amount for Indonesians particularly. So we want you to know, hey, fiber helps. Fiber helps the digestive process, regulate your bowel movement. Fiber helps to make you feel full. It promotes a sense of satiety. And don't come and tell me this thing. I don't like, and when I say don't like, because a lot of time people would not buy this product is because they say, I don't need this product because I eat fruits daily.
Yeah, they also.
Number one, I can tell you that's a lie. Why? You cannot be so guaranteed sure that you take fruits daily. Take fruits most of the time of the week does not count as take fruits daily. Secondly, how much fiber in the fruits you take cannot be measured. You can take apple, oranges, jambus, bananas, everything. You can take a lot until very full, but you just don't know whether the fiber is concentrated enough for you or not. So here's the thing. When you take Fiber G, it already provides you for 11 grams of fiber per serving. Now, here's a sensitive, what do you call it? If you look at the chat box right now, although this is a medical questions, I don't so-called say yes or no, but you have to understand one thing first. Fiber can help to promote bowel movements. For certain individuals, too much fiber can actually slow down the bowel movements, which means for certain individuals, taking too much fiber may actually burdens their digestive system. Do you see the logic behind my answer based on this question? Because I cannot say yes or no, a cancer patient can take it, but you have to understand one fact, that whether he or she can take it or whether he or she is a patient or not, you must first understand whether does fiber helps to promote your bowel movements. For general healthy people, of course it does. Yeah. But what if people with less than optimal health? That fiber may actually slows down their bowel movements. That's why you may hear feedback in USANA. If you're long enough in USANA, you may hear feedback like this, right? how come I feel so uncomfortable after taking your fiber? How come I feel so bloated after I take the fiber? How come I constipate after taking a fiber? You heard all this before.
Yes, yes, yes.
So here's the thing about USANA. While the product is safe, when it comes to patients, right, always make it a habit to share the label with the doctors, with the oncologists, because we cannot just say yes or no. See, Charles actually had a feedback. I don't mind because the message is sent for everyone. Charles Antonio here. Too much fiber can overload. Yes, can overload. And if you take too much fiber, some people they keep farting kentut all day. I know this happens
It's too
before.
much, yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
And then you don't drink enough water. It makes
Yeah.
the matter worse. It actually aggravated the condition, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone here, I want you to follow Indonesia's label carefully. USANA Fibergy says sendok makan. And this slide I shared last time during the month of Ramadan, before the bulan puasa, bulan Ramadan. I shared this training before that. If you are taking USANA Fibergy, right, first thing first is that we don't give you scoop in USANA Fibergy. You know what? People actually email or ask, why USANA don't provide scoop, don't provide spoon? I say, alamak, don't tell me that you don't have a spoon in your house. So if you add spoon, okay, imagine this, we add spoon. First of all, the spoon is metal, right? If you give a metal spoon, it adds to the weight, it increases the cost of shipping and logistics. Do we want to, transfer down the cost to our consumers? Not fair. And second thing, if we give you plastic scoop, we don't want a plastic scoop inside and then causes some unwanted reactions, or it may cause some damages along the way. So the best way is we don't give you spoon, because I got people, they actually write into me like this, I'm sorry. They see this label, they say the label got spoon, why inside no spoon? I vomit blood, I tell you. Yes, people ask me, you see, here show spoon, how can inside no? Oh, I just don't know. I also don't know what to say. That's how you can laugh. In USANA, I'm glad they asked me this question, because the more question it is, which means they're really sharing the business, right or wrong. If no question, nothing, which means your business may not be doing as well as you wanted to. So next time you see this, no spoon, I can tell you, no spoon, for remembering for life. Okay. Monique is asking me, can we take Fibergy 3 times a day? If your body can handle that extra amount of fiber, I don't see why you cannot, which means yes, you can. I myself, I'm taking Fibergy Active, which is available in US. I take it as and when needed. So here's the thing. 2 sendok makan is what I want to focus on. Do not use Nutrimilk scoop. Do not use other scoop to scoop that fiber. What I want to emphasize is sendok makan. Why? Because if you can tell me which one is sendok makan, okay, you got it. So from left to right, this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Tell me from the chat room.
Yeah.
Which one is sendok makan? I want everyone to see how well we are. Okay, Charles answered 2. And Victor actually asked me, what is the best time to take Fibergy? Fibergy can be taken pre or post meal. But if you want to really control or better control of a calorie intake, I would suggest take it right before your meal. Before meal, because it fill up your tummy, and as you eat, you tend to get full faster. So everyone, you see, sendok makan, everyone is almost correct. Sendok makan is this one. Okay, not this one, not this one. Okay, see, here's important. When you use the right spoon, the correct answer is 2. Okay, when you use the right spoon, okay, when you scoop it into your drink, you at least know how much you can take. Now, for example, if you come and tell me too much for me, then you change to spoon number 3 or spoon number 4. It is a flexibility, but don't ever use those scoop that has very deep volume, whereby when you scoop one scoop, it is too much fiber for people to take, especially older consumers or people with compromised digestive health. Okay, so here's just a little fun thing that we know. Okay, at least you see, Dewi is actually asking, I know what she's asking. It's asking about gallbladder stone.
Yeah.
Gallbladder stone, yeah, is actually again a medical question. But first and foremost, do not mistake gallbladder stone as something that is what do you call it? That won't happen to either you or me. Gallbladder stones is actually very common nowadays.
Yeah.
And it is most of the time it caused by food that is too much oily, too high in cholesterol, and less in fiber. While before I can say yes or no to this medical question, again, do not wait until gallbladder stones already occurs, then you take your Fibergy, right? Take it as a healthy way to control your diet, to control your total fat intake. And again, people with medical condition, please always tell the doctor,
The label.
the doctor or medical professional that it is meant for digestive health, and this is the list of ingredients. Can I take it or not? And people always retort, Kenny, don't, or Nyati say, no need ask doctor. Doctor always say no to supplements. You'll be surprised if I tell you the
No.
first and the second doctor may give you a different, what do you call it, opinion
Different
altogether.
answer. Yeah.
Yes, Anyati. And I want everyone here to listen to me, listen to Anyati and what my fellow staff from USANA Indonesia, that the first doctor says cannot, go for second opinion. Second opinion says cannot, go for third opinion. Third opinion says cannot, go for fourth opinion until the doctor say yes. just, but I'm glad to know that more and more doctors believe in supplements.
Yeah.
I actually encountered myself, and this is a real personal story, when a doctor says, don't take USANA supplements, but instead he recommend me supplements from other companies.
Other brands. Yeah.
Other brands. That I find it not really very professional.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, because the doctors belongs to other brands.
Yeah.
Associate. So we, being a smart consumers, right? Again, I don't know how much the general so-called how easy it is to really get access to a doctor, things like that. But I always tell you, it pays to always carry the product brochure in your bag wherever you go. Because if you want to show the doctor something, do it then and there. Don't wait. Because you say the next appointment, when is the next appointment? Don't do that. So USANA associate, again, this is again sidetrack. If you are associates, always carry the product brochure, catalog, or whatever things that shows the ingredient so that you can show it to a doctor, to the nurses. At least you are prepared then and there. Do you get my point or not, ladies and gentlemen? So here's the thing. Let me close the chat room. Drink it within 45
second
detik, saat detik in Indonesia. So this is you can use a blender or use spoon, or don't use, I should say, or don't use cold water, use lukewarm water. It blends better. If you are blended easily. Most of the time in the past, people drink it with Nutrimilk. So Arnati, let me know one thing, because this is something that we have yet to talk. Is Nutrimilk currently not available in Indonesia, or is it something that is coming with a new formula? What's the status in Indonesia for Nutrimilk?
We're still in process of registering it in our government.
Okay. Don't give associates here that is listening to this training, right? Don't bombard in USANA Indonesia and say why it takes such a slow process. No, this is the rightful channel we have to go to make sure that our product is being sold legally in Indonesia. We don't want to read the news that says USANA Indonesia is selling products that is not properly regulated. That's not the point. USANA wants to be safe, to get approval. Likewise, you think US, we want to register product. When we have the formula, we have to go through so many registration before we can sell it. So every country is different, right? And I don't know, is this something that you can share with me, or you can share with me on the chat room? Is there a tentative date for the release, or we don't release the news to the public yet?
For the
Nutrimilk,
we haven't released the news yet.
Okay.
Because actually the registration process in our government is one of the country that's really take long.
You see, these are factors beyond USANA control, but at least we are doing it in the right channel. Of course, I know I don't want to condone this, and I don't want to say whether it's right or not, but being an international business, a lot of associates, they can get stock from other countries, right? Here's the thing. Like I say, I don't condone it, but this is the sentiments that's happening down there. Okay, let us move on. Not forgetting, I already speak green products. I already touched on digestive enzyme, already touched on fibrogy. I seems I missed one product, right? One product that is still green. Is that right? You know what is that? What is that product? That product has been touted for. Damn it, wrong. It's not green. It's Coquinone 31st. Why? Because when we talk about this with Arniati before we even talk about the content, Arniati actually wanted me to talk about Coquinone 30 because it makes sense. While you're on dieting, controlling your portion, you are actually giving stress to your body. You're actually giving additional stress. And Coquinone 30 actually provides a vitamin-like substance called folic acid and Coquinone 30. I know people like this to say, oh, Coquinone, coenzyme, Coquinone, coenzyme. It easily relates in your mind. But we don't forget this ALA, alpha lipoic acid, that is also found in Coquinone 30, and they work hand in hand together for healthy energy output. And here's the thing, unlike this Indonesian label, right? Always remember the side effect. It gives you a heads up, a so-called a pre-warning, if I can use pre-warning, to tell you to say, hey, you can regulate your intake, whether you want to take more, take less.
Yeah.
The recommended is satu hari, satu capsule. Hold on a second, yeah? If you take one a day, if you take one a day, what is the total here?
56.
56. If you buy one bottle and you take one a day, it takes how many months to finish? 3 months, right? Sorry, 2 months, right? 2 months, yeah. Makes no sense. Our products are usually meant to do it within the 28 cycle days. Because of regulation in different countries, there are limits set sometimes to a certain ingredients. Again, I repeat, because of the regulation, sometimes there are limits set on a certain ingredients. But if you ask me, can I increase it to 2 a day? My condition to you is that if you already take 1 a day, you can tolerate them well. You can increase slowly. Then they will start asking me, can I take 2 a day? After take 2 a day, can I take 3 a day? I say, yeah, if your body can take, can I take 4 a day? Okay, yes. Then it start funny already. Can I take 6 a day? Okay, I heard stories of people taking 6. Can I take 10 a day? 12 a day? 15 a day? That goes a bit. People do start from low, increase gradually. Again, you see my hand signal. You start from low, you increase gradually. You don't increase like suddenly you from 1 you take 4 a day. From 1 you take 5 a day. Take 1 a day. If you can tolerate 2 a day and then 3 a day. Okay, how much you take, you should watch out for your own body tolerance. If you feel giddy, tired, what do you call it? Giddiness, pushing. I like this pushing. Right. So giddy. And then hati-hati. Patient yang use warfarin, it has blood thinning property. You see, a product that has blood thinning property and then can interact with warfarin, which is a blood thinning agent, you need to exercise extra cautions. Here's the thing. Coquinone is a popular product, always a bestseller. Despite, or I should say, despite the price, right? It is a fairly more expensive product, but it is popular. Why? Because it helps, it works, and it is beneficial. But of course, along the line, people came back and tell me, this product makes me feel giddy, this product, this and that. Then I will ask you to reduce it. And sometimes they don't even tell me the whole story. They say, oh, I already take blood thinning medicines. And after I take this product, I see the results. I stop my medication. No, this product don't replace your medication.
Yeah.
If you want to stop your medicine or reduce your medicine, next time when you refill your medicine, right, talk to the doctor. Doctor, I'm doing good. My signs are showing, my readings are doing good. Can I reduce? Ask the doctor. If you don't ask the doctor, then you'll be stuck for good taking the same amount of medication again and again. Makes sense or not, ladies and gentlemen? If you take something like blood thinner, right, it takes for long, until the doctor see the results that they wanted. But you, as a patient, should always, whenever you have the chance to talk with a doctor or health professional, ask, can I reduce? Can I take a lesser dose? Don't play doctor yourself. Because if this happens, the next time you visit the doctor say, your reading is not so good. What happened? Oh, doctor, I take USANA. I stop your medicine. The doctor will tell you, do not do that again. Don't take USANA again. Then you'll be scared, right? Then you say, oh, I will cancel my membership. I don't want to be USANA. I don't want to take USANA because the step is not properly done
Incorrect.
incorrect along the way. Okay. Next, we're gonna talk about Hyperseal, which is again very popular product despite its price, because the ingredients are premium, because it is beneficial, and because it is holistic. You know what? It helps in your detoxification process. Detoxification process, this word is not allowed in many countries, not allowed in the Philippines, not allowed in
Indonesia.
You see, the flights, when I send it for review, regulatory review, they say don't use the word detox. It's not allowed. What? There's a regulation, I respect that. But if I don't use the word detox, what words can I use? I can use the words that helps general well-being. And having a healthy liver also means you can have a healthy general well-being. Detoxification or general well-being. So give yourself a check. If you have not taken Hyperseal before, okay, or if right now you have been taking Hyperseal, after this talk, I hope you understand, first and foremost, Hyperseal is a must. And secondly is that if you're taking Hyperseal at this current amount, let's say of 2 tablets or 3 tablets a day, there are still some room for you to grow in terms of the total intake amount. Again, the total recommended intake is 1 tablet a day. 1 tablet a day. How many tablets in total?
84.
You buy 1 bottle, it take 3 months. Then how do you arrange your auto order? People ask me questions like that. Maybe Erniati and Agung in sales or marketing. Again, regulations. All these has been submitted to the local regulatory bodies. So here's one thing. If you take 1 a day, there is still a little bit of room that you can increase along the way. Okay, I myself, I don't want to give you the notion, but I can tell you for sure. I myself, Kenny, I take more than 3 tablets a day for sure. And this product really is my long-term companion products already.
Yeah.
The ingredients have milk thistle extract, broccoli, and decaf green tea. Decaf is something that I want to emphasize because when people say green tea, they jump to conclusion. They say, I cannot tahan. I cannot tolerate caffeine. USANA products are made in the long run. It is a product that has decaf green tea extract that helps work hand in hand with milk thistle for your overall liver health. You know what, Anyati and Agong and Maria? I heard people say this before, But well, I shall not say whether it's right or wrong. Maybe you have heard this. People who like to drink alcohol, they told me after taking this product, they can drink even more alcohol without drunk. Good product. I think that's not the way we want to promote this product, right? Well, this already, drink more. Oh, okay. You say kampai, okay? Kampai, drink more. Yes. I want to say Agong. Agong from USANA Indonesia. Have you heard this before in your sales when you're doing a sales training or things like that? You may have heard this. After drink, no hangover, less hangover, things like that. We don't really tell our associates to promote our product this way. But you can see the relation, right? They want to do it with liver health. See? Now my friend Charles Antonio, he sent to everyone and say, it happens to me. So maybe less hangover, you can drink more. But again, moderation is the key.
Yeah.
I cannot, because for religious reasons, some cannot take alcohol. But if some take alcohol, not because they don't have religion or what, it's your own personal choice. Moderation is still the key. Right? Why we want to damage our body based on unhealthy lifestyle? And I can tell you, alcohol is deemed poison to our body. Alcohol in the liquor is a poison. That's why our liver works very hard to metabolize them away from the body. Okay. So the next time, if you want to sell Hyperseal, you start by saying, take this, you can drink more wine. The first time is already wrong. It's for your general well-being. Okay. And in USANA, our milk thistle extract comes with broccoli, green tea, and olive extract. All these not only help with your liver, but also help with your what? Your heart. Or heart health. Maybe, can you tell this love? Maybe cannot see my deformed heart, is it? Jantung yang deformed, okay? Yeah, with moderation. Thank you so much. Yeah, frankly speaking, a lot of people, when they drink a bit, they already got drunk. But here's the thing: if you like to drink, if you like to party, then taking supplements, okay, tiny little step helps, right? When you say party, you can party overnight, right? It all can be perceived as stress to your body. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, here's a green one. Okay, this is the green one. It is not part of the green products. It is in Essentials, 2 bottles. And in Indonesia, I know the labeling, we cannot call it antioxidants or antioxidants. So the name is called Vitox. I want to highlight this. Alpha lipoic acid. Where does it found? Coquinone. Where else? Vitox or Vitox, you can call it. Yeah? It's not found here in Hyperseal. So I want to just making sure, because some countries have alpha lipoic acid, but not in Hyperseal Indonesia. So the point is, green product, green label, okay? You see, it is meant for general well-being. Now, here's a fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. This is a slide that I created specifically for those. How do you take it? Don't tell me, oh, I'm already taking 5, 6, 7 products a day. Would it be too much for my body? Would it be too much for my body to handle? Would it burden my body? So here's the thing. If you take it in accordance to the label, you follow the label, and you take it as per directed, the product is safe in the long run. Do you follow me, ladies and gentlemen? It is safe in the long run if you take it. Here's the thing. I want to address these questions by Charles. There's a good question by anyone. That is my question. You see, why Essential has more alpha lipoic acid? Here's the thing. Being the base product that is meant for everyone, we try to put the optimal amount of nutrients in Vitox or Essential first before we move on to other optimizers. Do you see the logic behind it? We want you to take the baseline product, then you top it up with optimizers, right? Instead of you take optimizers, but you forget the baseline product. Make sense? Here's the catch. So in USANA, if you're totally new today, first time attending my talk, make sure you start with the key core products. Erniati, what is the core products that you would say to my fellow USANA associates in Indonesia? What are the core products they should take?
In Indonesia.
For Indonesia associates.
Yeah, besides Essential, we also recommend Biomega, Profavanols C, Magnekaldi, and also Coquinone.
See, here's the thing. Absolutely, first and foremost, Erniati is absolutely right. These 5 products, what I call it, core 5 or core 4 products, is almost the same worldwide. And if you're new to USANA, these are the products that you should begin and start with. And you notice the trend, right? Hyperseal is not part of the core product, because if you already have these 5 products, you want to top it up, you top it up with Hyperseal and optimizers like that. Everything has a reasoning behind it. Again, I don't mind, because the question is sent to everyone. Satria Mustafa, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Yeah, Satria Mustafa say, why people have reactions? It's because 2 things. First, they never take supplements before, and when they take supplements, okay, the body has a temporary healing reactions. That's the first reason. The second reason is that they take it too much, which means they take it beyond the amount the body can handle.
Yeah.
USANA's Essential, the intake varies greatly from one to another. You can follow the recommended direction, yes, of course, but if that amount is not suitable for you, you can always reduce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing.
The dose.
Oh, see Charles Anton say too much toxic in the body. That's a layman word of saying it, right? Oh, you have too much body. This is a part and piece of detoxification process. Now, you're not totally wrong, but here's the thing. Detoxification process occurs, but it cannot be possibly occurs every time you take essentials until your body cannot handle it. Do you see the logic behind it? If you take something that makes you feel not so good every time, perhaps number one, you should stop it, or number two, you should reduce the intake.
Yeah.
In USANA, I can tell you, in USANA, as long as you hit the right intake with the baseline product and optimizers product, you will have the changes you wanted to see. Don't be a person that says, I don't take USANA, I take it on and off as or when I remember to take it. Then when you suddenly touch wood, unfortunately, if a person got sick, then they will ask you this question, right? If I double, triple the amount, will I see better result? Will I see faster recovery? Here's the thing. Take it every day. Check your auto order. Agong can always run a report and check, right? the sales report can always say, hey, this guy okay, not doing so good, things like that. You yourself can check. You yourself can have a downline and prospect check. Call 5 products, okay? Call 5 products plus green products, or call 5 products plus other products that it can be USANA foods. I know just now we had touched on Nutrimo. It is still under registration
process.
It will come eventually. Okay, so let's be patient. And I'm going to open my time right now for Q&A if you don't mind. So is there anything that's being sent to Erniati or Agong?
Yeah,
privately?
There's so many questions already.
Pick a few one. I answered to my best effort that I could.
Okay. One of the question is they consume digestive enzyme to help the digestive system. So is it safe for them to take the fiber G? Okay.
Is it okay for them to take fiber G with digestive enzyme? Yes. You see, there's no what you call it contradictions in this way. And by that I mean you take your digestive enzyme half an hour before your meal. You take fiber G right before your meal. I don't see their clash. The ingredients does not have ingredients that so-called contradict with each other, fight with each other. Now we can take it every day. For my case, or for many of our USANA associates case, they basically take a lot of products. For men, they take everything. They don't take Astro Pro or they don't take phytoestrogen. And for girls, they take everything except Palmetto Plus if it's available in the country in the context. It is fine to take. I have no qualm to say yes. I have no issue to say yes, you can take fiber G and digestive enzyme together. And in fact, like I said just now, digestive enzyme, you should take it as needed.
Yeah.
How much your body needs as needed. Likewise, fiber G. Sendok makan. If sendok makan is too much, smaller sendok teh.
Yeah.
Next,
actually, this is a medical question also. They're asking about maybe because in fiber G, in fiber G level, we have this kind of peringatan and perhatian. You should be careful when you consume this product, when you also consume the medication for diabetes.
Yes. You know what? If you're on medication, right, too much fiber may affect the way your medication is, the active ingredient in the medicines to be absorbed. So it helps to know that is the medication you take is for temporary basis or you are under medication in the long run. Now, for example, if you're taking those medication within that specific period of time, if you're that concerned, you can just choose not to take fiber G for that period of time. When the medication stops already, you can resume back. But if you are under long-term medication, which means you have underlying medical condition, always check with the doctor first. And I want to pause Erniati for the Charles, you see, they ask this question, right? If people who cannot tolerate cell essentials, can adult take USANA? Yes. There are animals, yes. But not the other way, Don't tell me the children cannot take USANA. Can they switch to cell essentials? No. The dosage in cell essentials is not meant for children. Okay? Fiber G. Sebab ini mana? Okay, fiber G. The question is that which one should go first? Is that right? I always say half an hour before meal is always enzyme. Right before meal is fiber G. Fiber G. Yes. Next.
Okay. The other one is actually the question is also how about people, they ask for your tip, how about people who have low blood pressure but they want to gain additional weight,
gain additional weight and gain what do you call it? Gain
They,
additional
they,
lean muscle.
yeah, so they can get,
Fitter or healthier. In a
yeah,
general sense, the first thing that comes to my mind when you mention people with low blood pressure is that, before I answer your question, is that people with low blood pressure should always be careful about products like Baomega and Coquinone 30, because they have the tendency to thin the blood. It may makes you even more giddy. So that's the first thing you must be always aware. Always aware, if you have low blood pressure, be careful about Baomega, Coquinone. And in the past, I always tell people Ginkgo, but Ginkgo is no longer available.
yeah, copper prime.
Copper prime, yes. Copper prime too. So when you say that people with low blood pressure and they want to increase their lean muscle mass, still low blood pressure does not mean you don't need the total amount of protein daily. And in that sense, right, if I tell you to take protein from your daily diet, well, of course, proteins come from both plant and meat, but the general sense is people will always fall towards meats more. So if they take a lot of meat, okay, they could lead to less than desirable result, because meat not only comes with a lot of what do you call it, protein content, but also like triglyceride and also other things like nitrogen, nitrates. So what we want to is, if Nutrimilk comes, yes, go ahead and leverage on Nutrimilk. But for now, if you want to have healthy protein intake and be fit, can I recommend something like soy milk, which is also very rich in all the essential amino acids? Soy, soybean, soy milk. Yeah. How do you call soy in Bahasa?
Kedelai.
Kedelai.
Yeah, not the other one. Keledai is different. Kedelai. Keledai is donkey.
Keledai is donkey, yes. Type to me, Ernati, and I need to know the spelling so I can learn something. How to spell that, okay? Secondly, and then supplement with your, what do you call it, your essentials. Or if you are too worried because you have low blood pressure, always start with USANA in hope that the food that you take plus digestive enzyme can be better or absorbed optimally. You see, I'm very careful with the choice of word because of regulation. There are certain things that I cannot say. So I hope you get my best efforts, my best intention to tell you that yes, you need to be careful on certain things, yet at the same time, you can leverage on those that are really beneficial. Thank you.
Okay, so if they just want to gain weight, so is it very safe for them to use or to consume our green product, right? Because people sometimes tend to correlate our green product with lost weight, you know.
Oh yeah, you see, lost weight, our products helps in your lost weight process. It doesn't really so-called hit and say these are weight loss supplements. And you say if you say our products are weight loss supplements, you are discrediting our products, because our products goes way beyond the scope of weight management. It helps for general well-being. That's a good point, Anati, because you're right. People, when they look at this green product, they think that this green product is only for weight loss, no other reasons. It's again discrediting our product. So I hope that with my input and Ernati inputs, those who attended this training knows the product can be taken if you have low blood pressure. For example, you're born with the less than the reading is less than normal. Okay, you're born this way. So if you want to take USANA products, check with the doctor first. Number one. The second is always start from low. And yes, green products can be taken if you're adults. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, see this last question I want to take from Antonio Charles. I'm glad that Charles actually asked a lot of questions that not only is benefiting to himself or his team, but other attendees as well. You see, we don't talk about cost. We don't talk about cost in this, or we don't talk about SVP, CVP. No, we talk about the local governing bodies.
Regulation, yes.
Asia, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, even those countries that are Negara Jiran, neighboring countries, they have different regulations, very different regulations. So the regulation is fixed by the local governing bodies. We have to respect. But if you ask me, can I take more than is recommended? Then I will say, give room to some green products where most of the time you can increase more. But when it comes to self-essential, the room is very limited. Because why? There are so many ingredients involved in the product. If I can say yes, certain ingredients you can go beyond, but certain ingredients you cannot go beyond because there are rules. So my logic for the best interest of USANA Indonesian associates associates in Indonesia, I want you to follow the recommended guidelines, especially for cell essentials.
Yeah.
I don't usually say yes to go beyond the cell essentials intake. Because to the body, imagine the worst case scenario. What happened? Worst case scenario, your downline, your prospect take more because I say yes, or USANA Indonesia say yes, upline say yes. Then adverse reactions. Those cases, if being reported, then they will say, how come you could misguide your consumers by taking more than is allowed by the government? It makes no sense, and the price to pay is just not worth it. The risk to take is just not worth it. So, in a nutshell, when it comes to cell essentials, I don't usually say yes, you can take more than no. The answer is no.
Okay, wow. Actually, the question is there are still so many. Can you but you know, I think, do you want to still continue? Because
I can take. I don't mind taking two more questions.
Okay, two more question. Okay, wow. Two more question is one of them actually.
Let's see.
Wait.
Do you want to take? Do you want to give me? Do you want to choose two from your side, or you can choose one from your side, and I answer Satria Mustafa questions directly to me?
Yeah, you can answer the Satria Mustafa first.
Okay, Satria Mustafa, this question it is sent directly to me, and Satria, can I have your permission here? Type in yes or no to share with the audience, or you don't want, because this is a what do you call it? A question that I want to take, but I want to answer it to everyone's benefit. So Satria said yes. Okay, here's the thing. Why is essentials in abroad, like for example in overseas essential, it carries more dosages than USANA Indonesia? No, I don't want to talk about cost, but it is regulations. And to show you that we are not just saying because of lip service, I'll give you one example, and I hope you use this example the next time whenever you go, then you will know or you will understand the logic behind this. In USANA Canada, I'll tell you one example. USANIMals in USANA Canada is labeled for adults only. Why? Because the nutrient composition is deemed so holistic. The governing body say you cannot give this product, or you cannot state this product on a label is meant for children. So if you go for USANA.com, you go to USANA Canada and you click USANIMals, right? You'll be surprised. The label says for adults only. That's number one example. Wow. The second example, in US, do you know that in US we have cell essentials and prenatal cell essentials?
Yeah.
The essentials for pregnant mothers. And here's the thing. The amount of vitamins, the amount of certain nutrients in USANA prenatal cell essential is actually lower than normal cell essentials, which, if you think it this way, shouldn't be pregnant women take more for both the mother and the developing baby? Makes sense, right? But if you compare prenatal and normal cell essentials, prenatal actually have lower nutrients, less amount of nutrients. It makes sense because regulation is not decided by USANA, although I hope we can decide yes and no. But one thing for sure, USANA Indonesia has strict regulation rules that we must follow. Like I said, even the word antioxidant should not be appeared on the materials on the labels. So it's not to do with cost, it's not to do with anything. It's for your best interest in Indonesia. Right? Because you're doing most of your business in Indonesia. Right? And that's your question.
Yes. The question actually, this is about comparing. I don't know. Maybe they just want to know a little more about what is the difference of coquinone effect on increasing body metabolism with USANA other product, even though this is not available in Indonesia. USANA's new product of Metabolism Plus. What's the difference? Yeah.
The main difference is that Metabolism Plus uses 3 other ingredients that helps to increase your metabolism rate, whereas in USANA coenzyme 30, it uses coenzyme. So you see, the name itself, coquinone, Metabolism Plus. Metabolism Plus helps to regulate your metabolism level. Coquinone also helps, but they are using very different key ingredients to achieve the same results. Just for example, there are a lot of antioxidants that helps to reducing the risk of free radical damage. Likewise, Metabolism Plus and coenzyme Q10, they are products that kind of, targeting the same benefits, but they use very different ingredients. There are no repeating ingredients between these two products, I can tell you. Okay, not the same at all. And one more thing, in US or countries that has Metabolism Plus, right? Metabolism Plus is targeted only for those who are very active in their lifestyle, whereas coenzyme Q10 is meant to target it to every healthy adult. You see, it is kind of like expansion of our product range, and it became very niche, very targeted. Whereas you see, just now Ernesti and me had counted the core 5 products includes coenzyme. Whereas even in US, we don't include Metabolism Plus as a core product. So it is the product that you can take. If you feel that coenzyme Q10 is not enough for me, I'm a very healthy, sorry, not healthy, I'm a very active person, then you can add Metabolism Plus.
Okay.
I'd like you guys asking me a question, because I hope by me answering that, you share, your business can grow. And the next time when I have this session again, I hope those who are online already rank advanced.
Okay, Kenny, thank you so much for your explanation for today or tonight there and this morning. Yeah, thank you so much for your explanation. We love to invite you again, of course, next year's, and hopefully you always stay healthy and stay happy there, of course. Okay, USANA family, that's all our discussion for today. Thank you so much for your attention, and don't forget to, and later at 1 p.m. we have also another event, Healthy Talk with Jemima, and also tomorrow GoPro. And of course, please, one last thing that you should always remember from our topic for today: when you take supplement, do remember, USANA family, always take it consistently. Yeah, you have to take it every single day. Not take it today, tomorrow. No, yeah, you have to take it every single day so that you can achieve general health and well-being for your body and your family and your loved one. Do always never forget to share about this message to everyone around you. And if you want to achieve healthy weight for your body, take small step every time. Do not take an extra measure for your healthy weight. Okay, USANA family, thank you so much for today. Always stay healthy and stay happy. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you, Kenny.